ENCA, thank you for joining us this afternoon. We have a number of news items that we want to take you through, including this story just in now. Disgruntled ANC members are serving papers on the ANC's leadership in Limpopo. They are trying to stop this weekend's Limpopo elective conference. They claim some processes leading up to the conference have been unlawful. ENCA's Samgele Masego is in Limpopo and joins us now. In a way, Samgelo, there had been warnings. I remember you yesterday saying that there's one leader who said to you, yes, there will be an ANC conference in Limpopo, but it will take place in the High Court. Hardly surprising then that you have these members lodging these papers.
Well, Tulas, it seems like the legal warfare within the African National continues. Yes, there was a member of the ANC who said that the conference will take place, but not here at the Ranch Hotel, but at the Polokwane High Court. I'm with Noxiabe, the provincial secretary of the ANC in the province. I'm not going to waste a lot of time, Tulas. I'm just going to throw straight to him. Provincial secretary, it seems the sheriff is on his way or has delivered the intention to interdict the conference with their court papers that sits starting from today. What's the latest? Have you received these court papers?
We haven't received any paper as yet, but as you know that the ANC is a unitary structure. When you take the ANC to court, the person to respond to the court papers is the Secretary General. So we just suspect they might have delivered papers to the national office, to the Secretary General's office. So we'll await from the Secretary General's office as to how do we move forward. But as a province, we're busy registering delegates for conference, and once we are done with the registration of delegates, we'll then be ready to start conference.
Provincial Secretary, yesterday evening, I saw your vehicles at the Franz Mushala House, the provincial office, along with your deputy Mankomo Makuru Peja. Around 6 o'clock, Advocate Tumi Mokoena arrived. Did he come there and have a meeting with you and the ANC's National Dispute Resolution Committee over this issue of the court interdict yesterday evening?
Yes, it's correct. We were at Franz Mushala House. Remember, we were working at Franz Mushala House throughout full time in preparations for the conference. And in terms of the correspondence between the SG and the lawyer of the ANC members, the applicants, they then agreed that maybe they must try to have a political solution. That's why they had that meeting with the NEC deployees led by Comrade Toko, the convener of NEC deployees to Limpopo. And the report we got is that they couldn't find one another, and the applicants then said if they can't find one another, they will be ready to go to court.
What are these applicants demanding? Is it in relation to the Peter Mokaba Regional Executive Committee and also some BGMs and also the alleged tampering of the branch nominations for this provincial conference?
Yes, in terms of the letter we saw from their lawyer, is that they are alleging that the PEC, the Provincial Executive Committee, term of office has lapsed, and therefore decisions taken by that kind of structure are not valid. The RTT of Peter Mokaba, which was appointed by the PEC, that appointment they allege that it is invalid because the RTT was appointed by an illegitimate structure. They also allege that there was tampering with the packages. When branches have nominated sealed envelopes, at the regional level, those envelopes were opened, and therefore there's a possibility of tampering.
Has this PEC's mandate expired in February, and do they have a leg to stand on when it comes to the legitimacy of this Provincial Executive Committee, which you are Provincial Secretary of?
The PEC's mandate lapsed in February, but the NEC has extended the life of this PEC until conference. So the NEC has taken a decision to allow the PEC to prepare for conference because already we were advanced with preparations for conference.
When it comes to the interdict itself, when it arrives, what then becomes of this provincial provincial conference? We saw the KZN one being held in abeyance until the 7th of July when the matter goes back to court. What happens to this provincial elective conference?
We don't want to speculate. Obviously, we will defend the case as the African National Congress, but as you know, we always respect the outcomes of courts of law. If there's an order from the court of law, we will abide by that order. But where we are standing, we think the conference will continue. We don't think they have a case which will stop the conference.
You had your last PEC meeting. I passed by the registration venue where you were having that last PEC meeting. Were these issues discussed in that PEC meeting?
Yes, we presented the letters from the lawyers that we received between yesterday and 2 days ago for the attention of the PEC, because the PEC is the highest decision-making body in the province. They must be aware of everything that is happening in the province. But like I'm saying, the office to respond is the SG's office, and we'll await the response from the SG's office and the directives from the SG's office.
Could you not have put this conference in abeyance and then attended to the grievances of these members and postponed the conference to a later week after the Peter Mugaba regional conference in order to seek a political solution that's now on before the courts?
We tried all we could to resolve all disputes. Yes, we may not have satisfied everybody 100%, but I think as an organization we tried all we could to resolve all the disputes. But like I'm saying, that is the SG's call and will be advised by the SG's office.
For some time now, Provincial Secretary, I've come to many of the events where you have been in the province. I have never once seen you in such a dull and down mood as you are right now. Is there something that you know that you do not want to reveal?
Is my mood down? I'm not aware. Maybe I'm tired because we have not been sleeping preparing for this conference. But I'm high in spirit, ready to present the report to the conference and for the conference to continue.
Well, thank you very much, Noxiabe, the Provincial Secretary. That was the outgoing Provincial Secretary of the ANC here in the province. Well, we don't know if he's outgoing since there is that court issue now that he says the court papers may be delivered to the ANC's SGO office at Luthuli House in Johannesburg. But he does say that mistakes may have been committed, but they did try by all means to find a political solution to these issues of these members who have now taken the ANC to court. Also confirming the meeting that took place yesterday evening with the complainants and their lawyer at Franz Muhlala House, the provincial office of the African National Congress. They now say that if the court orders them to stop the provincial conference, they will abide by the court, but they will get a way forward from the ANC's Secretary General's office at Luthuli House, Ace Magashule.
Right, Samgela Masago, thank you so much for that update, that news coming in there. I have a feeling that you are going to have a very long evening ahead, in fact, a very long next 24 hours as that particular matter unfolds relating to the ANC's Limpopo elective conference.